Hello champs, welcome to all of you on my Pyarasa channel Coding from Mumbai. In this video, I am talking about a very new and fresh topic of JavaScript playlist, that is array in JavaScript. And in this video, I am talking about the introduction of array. What is the syntax of creating array? Why array is required? So all basic information about array is completed in this particular video. And in upcoming 4-5 video, I am talking about arrays only, because array is not a short topic that I am able to cover into 1 or 2 videos, and this is a very important topic of JavaScript. So for that reason, I have to extend the number of videos in the playlist of arrays in JavaScript. So without any further let's get started with the introduction of array. Hello. So now I start the video. So before talking about what is array, what is the syntax of creating array, we have to understand why array is required. So my question is to you, till now when we are creating any variable, what is happen? In a single variable, we can only able to store a single value. Means if I'm creating any variable by using var keyword, let keyword or const keyword, in that variable we can only able to store a single value. If what happen, I want to tell you, you have to create a variable. In that variable, you have to store multiple values or more than one values. How you can able to do that? For example, let's understand. I am creating variable that is S1, which is the name of a student, that is Prakash. Okay, I think I'm right, Prakash. And then I'm creating another variable that is S2, that is Suraj, and another variable S3, that is Ankit. So I am creating a list of 3 students, S1, S2, S3, and putting the name of a student in each variable. What happen if I'm telling you, you have to create a variable that is S. Inside this S variable, you have to put all these 3 values at the same time. Means I want to store all values, means all the multiple values at the same time into single variable. How you can able to do that? Means Prakash as well as Suraj as well as Ankit, all the values I want to put into a single variable. So without array, we can't able to do that. So in the place of this, for solving this problem, for storing the multiple values in a single variable, we require the array. Understand? I think you can able to understand why array is required. Array required because if I want to store the multiple values, more than one values into a single variable, for that reason the array is required. Now problem is solved. Means by using array, we can able to store the multiple values into a single variable. What is the syntax of creating array and how I can able to store all these 3 elements or 3 values into single variable? Let's see. So for that, you have to use what? I am simply creating variable in which I want to put the multiple values by using array. So we have to do one thing, that is, what is syntax of creating array? So before talking about the example, I'm talking about the syntax. Okay, I am writing all syntax into the multi-line comment. Syntax of array. We have to write the first of all name of variable. Name of variable is equal to, we have to use a square bracket for storing all the element, all the different value or multiple value into single variable. In this square bracket, we have to write item 1 and item 2, item 3, and till last. So by using a square bracket, put all the value that I want to store into single variable inside that square bracket and separated by the comma all the values. Means item 1 means value 1, value 2, value 3 till value n, means whatever value I want to store into a variable by using array. So we have to use a square bracket and put all the element inside that square bracket separated by the comma. So this is the simple example. This is a simple syntax of creating array. Now let's see how I can able to store all these elements inside the S variable. So for that, I'm just simply using the square bracket. In a square bracket, I'm putting all the variable, means Prakash, then separated by the comma, then Suraj, again comma, and then Ankit. So this is the simple syntax of creating array by using a square bracket and putting all the element multiple values that I want to store into variable. I can able to do that, and inside the square bracket, putting all the element and separated by the comma. So this is a simple syntax of creating array, and this is example why array is required and how array is solve the problem of storing the multiple values into single variable. If I want to print this particular s variable, so what is the output? Let's see. I'm simple save the program. Let's see what is output. Output is I'm simple getting my array which is contain all the elements separated by the comma, Prakash, Suraj as well as Ankit. So this is a simple example of creating array, why array is required, and what is the syntax of creating array. Now you have a doubt, that is in this example I am storing all the element inside the square bracket, but the data type of all the elements are same. Can I able to store the different data type of value into a single group, into array? Answer is yes. In JavaScript we can able to store the different data type of value into array. So if I want to store the boolean type values, I am just writing here true and comma. I want to store the numbers, I am going to write this. Now again I want to save the program. Let's run. You are able to see I am again getting array with all the element that I am putting inside the array, means string type value also contained by the array, as well as boolean type value contained by the array, as well as the number type array element also contained by the array. So this is the way we can able to store the group of element inside a single variable by using array. Okay. Now let's take another example for understanding the concept of array. For that I'm just coming here and clear the console first of all without any confusion. Example 2. For example, I am creating a variable that is a name, not name, student is equal to, I am putting all the some element, means all that information about a student into single variable by using array. So first time I am just writing the name of student, that is like Yo-Yo, Honey Singh, whatever. Then what is the course done by the student, that is for example MCE. What is the subject? Subject is like computer science. And then what is the marks of student in first semester? That is 8.5 CGPE. And what is the age of student? Age is 23. So in the simple array, by using array we can able to store the group of data, means what is the name of student, what is the course done by the student, as well as what is the stream, and as well as what is the CGPA or a marks of student in graduation, as well as what is the age of student. So we can able to store the different data type of value in a single group of element by using the array, and all the elements are stored into a single variable. So if I want to print, so I'm simply writing here console.log name of a variable student. Let's run the code. I'm getting my array by all that contain all the element that I'm putting inside the array. So this is a simple example of array. Now this is very important topic. If I'm printing the variable student, so I'm getting all the element inside the array. What happen if I'm require only first value? If I require only second value, means I'm storing the group of element inside the array or a square bracket. What happen? My requirement is I'm just want to print the course of student. I didn't want to print all the information of student. I am just want to print the course done by the student, or what is the stream are chosen by the student. Means if I want to print a single value from a group of list, how I can able to do that? In that place, then concept of indexing R comes. Indexing concept. What is the indexing? Let's understand. So let's understand what is the concept of indexing. Okay, how I can able to fetch one by one element from the group of element, or from group of element into the square bracket or array. So for that we have to use the concept of indexing when we are creating any array by using a square bracket. So all the elements have a unique index value. By using that index value, we can able to use a particular element from the group of element. So this is the concept of indexing, how it is work. For example, I just want to comment this and I just want to clear the console. Now if I'm creating any array, for example ARR is equal to, by using square bracket I'm putting the value item 1, then item 2, item 3. Okay, I'm simply storing the 3 value item 1, item 2, item 3 inside a array, inside a square bracket. So by default I'm just writing the index here. What is the index of each element? Let's see. So item 1 index is 0, item 2 index is 1, item 3 index is 2, So you can able to understand here. First element of an array, the index or index value of that element is 0. The second element of a list have a index value is 1, and last one, that is item 3, have a index value is 2. Let's assume I am storing the item n, means in my list n item. So what is the index of last item? So I am just writing the index of last item, that is n minus 1. Understand? Means the last element have a index n minus 1. So you can able to understand item 1 have a 0 index, item 2 have a 1 index, item 3 have a 2 index. Means indexing start from 0 to n minus 1. Each and every element have an index value. By using that index value, we can able to use that particular element from a group of element by using the concept of indexing. So item 1 have a 0 index, item 2 have a 1 index, item 3 have a 2 index, and in last item n have n minus 1 index. So let's how it is work. So I just want to comment these 2 lines and putting the years, like you can able to understand this is separator. Now I'm taking the same example, that is the name of student as well as all information about student. Let's see how it is work. I just want to uncomment this code. Now if I want to print the first element, the value of first element of this array, so I have to write here console.log and then name of array or a name of array, that is student. What is student? Student is a variable that contain the array, and I have to use a square bracket. In the square bracket I have to write the index value. Means if I want to fetch the first element of a group of element, I have to put the name of variable and then square bracket. Inside that square bracket I have to use the index value. Here I have to write what? Index value. So I want to find the first element from the list. So what is the first element index? I already tell you, that is 0. I have to write here 0. Now let's run the code, and what is the output? Let's see. Output is RUUH, means I am getting the first element only from the group of element. Means in whole array I am just getting the first element, because by using the concept of indexing I am simply writing the variable name in which array are stored, and then using the square bracket immediately after. Inside the square bracket I have to put the index value. If I want to use the second element, so I have to write here what? I have to write here index value of second element, that is 1. So let's run the code and see what is the output. Output here is MCA, means I am getting the second element only from the group of students. So by using the index we can able to fetch the particular element, whatever element I want to require. So by using the concept of indexing only, we can only able to fetch the particular element from the group of element in array. I think you can understand the concept of indexing, how it is work. Very most important thing that you have to remember, always index in array start from 0. Means the first element have a index 0, second element have a index 2, have a index 1, third element have a index 2, and last element, that is let's assume n element hai. So in last element n element have index n minus 1. Okay, I think you can able to done all these things. Now that what is the feature of array? Let's understand. Means if I want to create an array, for example, or a is equal to 1 2 3 4. Okay, if I want to store, I'm just printing the array console.log a. Okay, I'm simply creating an array which contain a and just want to print it. Let's see what is the output. I'm getting my array 1 2 3 4. What happen if I want to store the more element inside that? So I'm able to do that without any problem. Means what is the meaning? Meaning is array is a resizable, means there is not any fixed type, fixed size. You can only able to store 4 elements inside that array. No, array is resizable in JavaScript language. Means if I want to store 4 elements, I can able to do that. If I want to store 10 elements inside the same array, so I am able to do that, because array is a resizable. There is not any fixed size of array. You can only able to store this 5 element or that particular element. No, you can able to store whatever number of element you want. Okay. Now I'm talking about the last point of a video that is very important. That is the property of an array. Before talking about the property, let's understand what is the data type of array. Understand, I'm simply taking the same example. What is the data type of particular variable a that is contained in the array? For that, I'm simply writing the type of a. I just want to run the code. Let's see what is the output. Output is object, means the data type of array is object, means our array is a object type in JavaScript language. Understand? So array is a object type in which we can able to store the multiple values separated by the comma that are closed by the square bracket. So that what is the data type of array? That is object or data type. Understand? So let's understand another topic of the array, that is property of array. So array have a most common property, that is length. By using length property, we can able to find what is the length of array, means how many number of elements are stored into this particular group. If I want to find, so there is a property, that is length property. Okay, how it is work? So for that I'm simply writing a console.log where the name of a array, that is a, then dot operator, then I am just writing here length. So by using this property length variable, I can able to get the what is the length of this particular array, means what now how many number of elements are stored by this particular array. I just want to run the program. I'm getting 6, means in this array 6 elements are present. For example, I'm taking another example. For example, this array, I just want to comment this one and put it here and uncomment this student array, and I'm just want to check what is the length of student array. For that and simply run the code. Let's see what is the output. Output is 5, means the length of a student array is 5, means number of elements are stored by the student array is 5. So this basic information about array is completed till now. I think your concept about array is complete. What is the thing I am covering in this video? So first thing I am covering is why array is required. Second thing is what is the syntax of creating array, how I can able to get the specific element from the group of array by using the concept of indexing, and most important thing is indexing starts from 0 to n-1 in array. And fourth topic I am talking about, array is resizable, means there is not any fixed size of array. We can able to store how many number of elements I want to store into the array. And last important topic, that is what is the data type of array. So array is the object data type. Okay, and last one is that one property that is very common property of array, length property. By using length property, I can able to get the what is the length of a particular array, means how many number of elements are stored by this array. So basic introduction about array is completed in this particular video. In upcoming videos, I'm talking about the more important topic of array. Okay, so thanks for watching this video. Bye bye.